Well, June, you're a teacher,
Charles.
but you're not teaching this year.
No,
What is up, sis?
I'm not. Well, you know, there comes a point in time when you think, I guess it needs to be about me. And I decided after 15 years of it being all about the kids, it's about my grandchildren. It's about, oh gosh, starting another chapter of my life. It's about my health. I hate to put that on camera, but
I already did.
So you know, I just decided that this was the time. And I thought about waiting one more year, but I thought, no.
When you know, you know.
When you know, you know.
I didn't believe that, but I found that out to be true also.
Yeah.
Tell me, just for our Lily friends that are going to see this, tell them a little bit about your production this summer that I got to come to the premiere.
Do you know, I have to tell you, that started in 2006. That's when I first applied for the grant, the big one. And my idea was to take James Whitcomb Riley to Europe and to Denmark, bring Hans Christian Andersen back. And that's what I did. And we spent 3 years altogether between travel and research. And then we finally got to the day that we actually had the auditions for the show. And weren't sure what we had until, oh my goodness, well into the rehearsal process. But I discovered I had a fabulous cast, and they were so wonderful and faithful about coming to the auditions and the rehearsals. And I had a wonderful support system that helped me with everything, including costumes and choreography and just the myriad details that there are when you're doing a production like that. And we actually got to do it in the new Performing Arts Center at Carmel, which opened just in time. And we did the show, and even though it was an intimate theater, we had actually some standing ovations. We had people that came that I didn't know. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's not just my friends.
Right.
So anyway, we felt like it was a great success, and we have had people say, what are you going to do with it next? And we actually have some ideas about that.
Great.
So that's what the Lily Project was all about. And by the way, I think it has, I've had a lot of students who have been in the show. I've had a lot of interest in it throughout the whole town of Carmel, would you say?
Yeah.
And it's even gotten international attention. There were articles about it in 10 newspapers in Denmark. It's gone as far as Minnesota. There are people in Minnesota. An article was put in a Danish newspaper, believe it or not, in Minnesota. And so we'll see
You never know.
the next chapter of my life. And I owe so much to the Lily Foundation, the Lily Endowment, and I just hope they keep this grant program going, because I think it's so important to give the teachers that boost, that opportunity to use their creative juices, and it's just been incomparable. So, thanks, Lily.
June Clair agonized over the decision, thought it was probably time to retire, but hated to because she is such a committed teacher. And the combination of her job requiring 197% to do it well, which she always did, and some health problems that made that likely to be difficult, she decided in July that she would retire, which was awkward because then there was no way to celebrate her career at the end of the school year. So we have had a retirement party to celebrate her career, and a number of her former students that are beyond high school, that are in high school, her current students, their families, her colleagues, and her friends and neighbors have been here today to celebrate her very, very successful career. And I'm proud to say that it was at a Lily Fellows gathering that June and I met, that she discovered I was being interviewed for a job at her school, that I would help her with drama, and she promptly pulled out her cell phone, called the principal, and said, "Hire this woman." So I hold her responsible for getting me my job, and I love it.
So, in a few words, you can. Well, you and I don't do a few words.
I'm done. What are you talking about?
No. How would you best describe June to someone who had never met her?
An opera singer soul with a teacher, loving mother, and devoted colleague, unbelievably committed to excellence and completely successful with students, young students, 11, 12, 13-year-olds, who put on a musical theater production that would be the envy of Broadway producers. And a good friend.
And a good friend, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And I thought that in the book, this way I pictured them getting away. But less obvious. Anyway, a couple things. And they're hard. Yeah, exactly. And now that and Dawn said the same thing. I like that bunch, and I don't I like